If you're truly trying to get better at doing your own makeup, or you're just trying to learn how to do makeup, you can't try makeup outside of your comfort zone if you don't even have the comfort zone to begin with. Something I hear all the time is people saying like, oh my God, you know, I'm like finally experimenting with my makeup again. You've made me want to play with makeup again, or I'm finally trying things outside my comfort zone. And while that's amazing, and I'm happy for you, especially if you've been in like a makeup rut, truth is experimenting without a solid base is not actually experimenting. It's just actually creating a lot of confusion. You need structure, something solid, your benchmark brands, your routine, your brushes, your confidence level, like locked in, and then you start experimenting. It's kind of like you have to learn the rules first before you break them. And now this is not to say that like you can't play with makeup because makeup is fun. That is not what I'm talking about. Keep doing your shower makeup, keep swatching things, keep putting things on your face. But when it comes to someone, I am speaking to the people that actually are confused about why they haven't gotten better at their makeup, why they can't figure things out, why they're not learning. This is something that you guys are doing that is causing this confusion down the line. And I talk to tons of you all the time. This is what I've learned from you guys directly, the real situations that you guys are in. In this video today, I'm gonna explain to you the 3 reasons why trying something new is not a skill building strategy. If you're new here, hi, my name is Miss Megan. I've been doing makeup for 15 years, 13 of them I worked for MAC. I am no stranger to teaching people how to do their makeup, how to customize things to themselves, how to maximize their skill level. If this is your first time watching me, I explain things in ways that you haven't heard before. So if you want to approach makeup differently, please keep on watching. Today I'm going to do my eyes. While I do them, we're going to recreate the eye look. I'm going to try because I did this eye look really fast. I'm going to try and recreate this eye here because it was so stinking good. Look at that. This is Tim Marie Cosmetics, obviously. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna do my brows first. I'm using 24 Hour Eye Base and Pro Loft Brow Gel. So reason number 1 is kind of like I said earlier, you cannot experiment when you don't know your baseline. And if you're like, well, how do I even find out a baseline? What is that? What is benchmark brands? I have content on that as well. If your base is chaotic, meaning you don't actually really know what it is you like about it, it's not consistent, like some days it's good, some days it's not so great, creates chaos when you're experimenting because you don't know what to compare those experiments to. And the other thing that I need you guys to do is be honest with yourself about where you're at in your journey. And the reason I say this is because it's very easy for us to lie to ourselves. Some people will tell me that they have like a solid routine, everything's great, but they're struggling with like this part and this part. Or some days the makeup is good, so they have their routine, but you know, they can't rush it because if they rush it, something goes wrong. Or, you know, 2 out of the 7 days a week that they're putting on makeup, only 2 of them are good and the rest are like okay. Or worst case scenario, like 1 day is good and all of them are bad. Even though in your mind you have a routine down, it's causing more problems. Like it's causing problems that shouldn't even happen. Even somebody who is simplistic does not have to experience that in makeup. So you have to be honest if your entire routine is actually working for you. And the other kind of piece to that is that when you have a really great routine but like something's not working in it and you fix it, usually the rest of the makeup needs to follow suit, and that's normal. You have to keep fixing things to get them to be like harmonious. 24 Hour Eye Base. I'm gonna take a Melt 818 brush and I'm gonna mix sandstone and coquette together, and I'm just gonna build my crease. I'll give you examples of like what you don't want to be doing. You don't want to be like guessing with your product that you're using every single day. You shouldn't be like picking it up and going, well, I hope that this works. I hope that this goes down how I want it to. Now I'm taking Omega and Cozy Gray. And something that I can like hear or imagine people saying is like, well, I can wear whatever I want. Yes, you can. This is not who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the person that can't figure out why they're struggling and why things aren't going great. Also, by the way, before we kind of keep getting into our other secrets, if that sounds like you and you need like a starting point or you just want like a reset on your makeup routine, I do have my free Skool community. The link is in my description. I've set it up so that you guys can kind of self-navigate, figure out the why behind why your makeup is not working for you. So make sure you hit the link in my description to join. Now back to our regular scheduled programming. Best eyeliner in the whole world, water stick liner from Melt. And like the base of what I'm trying to say, you can't spot a mistake with something new if it's not being able to be compared to something that is your standard. So this is almost like the benchmark conversation of like application as opposed to just like your benchmark products. This is one of my favorite brushes. This is the 242 from MAC. And I'm just gonna spread out the black a little bit. And I'm gonna take this BK Beauty 211 and just buff that out a bit. Something that was really common when I was at MAC specifically is, and this is where I'm saying like you have to be honest with yourself, is do you actually want the help? Some people have the problems or they have the issues of what they can't figure out. But when it comes to actually like making the change or, you know, spending time learning, which does have like a bit of a trial and error process, they simply don't want to do it. There are so many times that someone would come in asking for help and saying like, I have this problem, I need to know how to fix it. Like, what product do I need? Or like, these are the brushes I have, like something is not working. And you would problem solve it for them and it would still be an issue. And you would be like, but I fixed it for you. Whether it was through having to buy another product, or maybe it was like blending a little bit different, or maybe it was spending one more minute doing something else, or maybe it was having to add more of a different product. So in theory, like another step, people didn't want to do it. And that's okay, but then you have to be okay that your makeup is not where it needs to be. And that is the truth. I'm gonna clean this up a bit. I can give you kind of like another example of this when it comes to like discontinued product, right? Like people, rightfully so, everybody hates a discontinued item, especially if it was your favorite something. So one of the most common things of was being yelled at for the brand discontinuing stuff. Unfortunately, when I was in store, I did not make up the list of what got discontinued, but people would like to take their anger out on artists. And I'm talking like next level. I've had stuff thrown at me. I've been called names. It's next level what you would experience over a discontinued product. Like unnecessary amounts of attitude. Like it was really crazy. So I was very good at mixing things to get as close to something as possible, because if I can't get you it in something solid, the best I can do is replicate it for you. And even in those scenarios, like I remade pink plaid lipstick with edge to edge and pink peppermint. It frustrated the person that I got it right, that they're just like, no. So sometimes people just want to do the complaint part as opposed to like, they didn't actually want to get an answer. They didn't want to find a new lipstick. They wanted to complain about it, because it was never right to me. Like, if a product was discontinued, I never felt good being like, no, sorry, it's discontinued. Have a good day. I'm like, no, girl, let's figure this out. Let's figure out the next best thing. Let's find you something new. Like, whatever the case may be, like, that's what I wanted to do. And some people just don't want that. This looks good. I'm going to take print and put a little, that brush is too big now. I'm going to switch to a 221 and put a little bit of print into the crease and take the first brush just to buff it out. And like, I'm also the type of, I kind of got side quest. I'm the type of person that like, if it gets to the point, like if the product is never going to exist again, I don't want to waste my emotions, which I mean, you really shouldn't have that much emotion towards it. I don't want to waste my emotions on something like that I cannot control. So I'm just going to get over it. I'm an Aquarius. I'm going to detach from that situation real fast and move on. And I'll like try and just say like, if it's not that, it's something better, which oftentimes does happen. Maximal lipstick formulas superior to the original matte lipstick formula. I'm going to take a little bit more Cozy Gray and Omega and just press it on the lid. Woo! I'll show you what we're working with. This is what we have so far. I'm just going to bring this up a little. By the way, has everybody listened to the new President song yet? Called Rage. I really like it. I'm gonna do my lash line. Oh my god, I love. My mom texted me after she saw one of my TikToks of me applying this, and she's like, why aren't you wearing black eyeliner every single day? But I do. This is another reason I love the 242, because I can just soften this ever so slightly. I'm gonna take a 239 with a little bit of Omega and Cozy Gray and just even out the black a bit. So reason number 2 is that mastery and getting better at something isn't just like a vibe. It's not just like, oh, I need to replicate the energy of what I'm seeing someone who's good at makeup. Like if you dress up like Bob Ross, okay, and you speak like Bob Ross, and you just try to embody what he's doing, it's not going to, the picture you paint is not going to be the same as what he did. But what will get you to Bob Ross level painting is repetition. It's the same thing with makeup. Ooh, I love a dark eye. I love a dark eye. Don't you love a dark eye? If you can't repeat the same look 3 days in a row like perfectly, you still need to work on it, and you still would probably be in like a guessing kind of scenario. If you add a new product into your makeup, if you add a new product into your routine and it totally throws it off and you don't know how to control that product, that's a sign that like you need to still be working on things. It doesn't mean that the product sucks. It technically doesn't even mean that you suck. It's just, it's just that you haven't mastered the art of like understanding how to incorporate new things because that base isn't solid. So you could have picked that new product not thinking about how it works inside your makeup routine. And something else that I think about that lives rent-free in my head, and before we get into it, I just want to show you what we're working with today. This is Restless from Timmery. So good. And then we're also going to add in a little bit of Disco or Holo 5. Not even doing it justice on camera. And then I'm also going to add in a little bit of Dazzle. Looks boring in there, but wait till I show you what it is. And speaking of boring, repeating things, looking the same, liking the same things is not boring. It actually shows a lot of control. It shows style. I just thought of Leo Skeppy for a second on TikTok. Like always in black, all accessories black and gold, and usually Versace. Style, like that's his style. It could seem boring because he looks the same in every video because it's like a black tank top and black jeans or black pants, but it's so him, and it's just a black outfit. It's what makes someone have a specific look, a specific style. And it's like this is just clear brow gel on the Timmery silicone applicator, and it kind of ties into my other conversations about like being loyal to something. Why did we get away from that? Ooh, I'm gonna zoom you in. So there's clear brow gel on here. I'm gonna dip into here. Stunning. And then I'm gonna press this on. Like, get out of town. I'm gonna take it dry and kind of push it up in to the crease a little bit, so it's like less likely to stick in that one area. It will still adhere to the skin, but it's almost how you can make it like fade. Super beautiful, stunning, but we're gonna amp it up. I had a different color under this that day. I just don't remember what it was. Black liner. And just kind of pushing it through the Timmery color. Oh. That's weird because it's showing up, that black liner is showing up so solid on camera, but it's not like that in real life. It's like a little bit more faded, but I'm going to add a little bit more along the lash line. Stunningly beautiful. Here are the flakes. I have brow gel on the end, and then we'll get into reason number 3. You do not need a new routine. You just need a new understanding of what is going on. See how that's more like blue compared to here? Oh yeah. Stunning. Look at that. Oh my god, they're so good. Any little fallout, wipe it away. There's little to none. So like fixing your makeup doesn't always mean that you have to do like a 180 and everything's different. Again, you might have the right product, you just don't have the right understanding, or you're not using them correctly. The concept is that simple. So like a, 5-step routine, a 10-step routine of the best product, that you're just kind of like doing blindly. My eyelid skin has changed. That's okay. I'm gonna go in with Max Stack Elevated. So your stable base is what's gonna give you the confidence, number one. And then number two, it's gonna allow you to continue to build it or just get better at executing it or being able to break the rules. And then you know what you're experimenting to get outside your comfort zone. And when you guys know what's working in your routines and you're seeing it work, you stop panicking and like kind of stop caring about like what might not be working. It's also how you stop seeing all of these makeup drops, you know, having this like fear of missing out if you like don't own the next hottest thing. Yeah, I need to add more depth to this eye immediately. So I'm gonna bring print up higher. I'm actually gonna darken in here because that always makes me feel better. Take this shade called Dazzle. And we're gonna make this the brow bone. Do you see how that pulls that all together? So yes, the point of this video and the point of me on the internet is not to say that you cannot do, but there is a certain way to approach things when you actually want to make changes. If you just want to keep buying makeup endlessly, you want it to pile up on your desk, pile up in your bathroom, collect dust, expire, waste your money, fake confidence, because you're not connected to your makeup, not connected to your routine, and you're not building a skill, by all means do it. I don't care. But if you want to stop feeling that way, welcome to Miss Megan content. I always think of this like quote from Drew, like on TikTok, where she said like, if I'm not aiming at you, why did you duck, or something like that. I'm talking to the people that are tired and want to make a change and want to invest in themselves. Oh, and if you don't know what shower makeup is, now that I'm thinking about it, so shower makeup is literally just the makeup you throw on your face before you get in the shower. It's a really great time to experiment with color. So if there's like an eyeshadow you've been thinking about, but you don't know if you like even like it or not, or you have like a palette in your collection that you want to revisit, you have glitters, you have lipstick colors, blush colors, just put them on your face before you take a shower. Experience it and see it, that it's actually something you want to incorporate in your regular routine. So if that is you, make sure you hit the link in my description and join my Skool community. It's free to join. I spill a lot of things like this about why things haven't been working for you. There's a ton of content you can unlock as well. There is a 6 hours worth of makeup basics that I taught to a group to help them understand literally the basics of everything from skincare to a finished look. That is content that you can unlock inside of the Skool. And if you're like, listen, no, like I'm ready, like I'm really ready, I also have my paid Skool community platform. So that's all the group work that I do. I meet with them multiple times a week. I have a full course, full content, like I have everything over there. I have contests, makeup giveaways, challenges, like it's a whole party. That's what the makeup revival is. I will also link that below. Ooh, my eyes are too winged out. They're too winged out. They need to be rounder. This is our finished eye. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a post. Let me know in the comments below if there's stuff in your everyday routine that you might need to start rethinking. And if you're ready to finally get the real answers to makeup, meet with me multiple times weekly. Plus I have Caleb Bliss as a coach on the Revival too. You can join my paid Makeup Revival community. There is so much to do over there and we have such a great time. That link will also be in the description below. If you're like, oh, I just need to get my feet wet, join the free Skool community to start. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram, all under the same name, at Miss Megan Robinson. Don't be late for school. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.